So here we have a pair of White's Packers that I just got off of eBay. I believe this is red dog leather, and I was told that this was run through a pebbling machine, and that's why it has that texture. But anyway, obviously very worn down. The heels are, the top lifts are completely worn out, and it's getting into the heel stack. The western soles on them are pretty much bald, and so I am going to attempt to do a DIY resole on these, which for me at least will be a pretty advanced repair on a pair of boots. And this is the end result. So this is one done. I used the same soles. These are, I believe they're Vibram 269 western soles, and then 438 top lifts. Now if you'll notice, I don't sew through the outsole on these. I just sew through the midsole. I have my reasons. I don't know, it might be controversial. Maybe I'm just naive, inexperienced, but to me, this is just my opinion, but if you look at this, you pretty much wear through the stitches immediately after walking on them, and then you're depending on glue anyway. Not to mention when cobblers remove these, sometimes they sand through the stitches to make removing the soles easier. So I don't know, I kind of figure since you're depending on the glue anyway at this point, why even sew through the rubber outsole at all? And so basically I took this all the way down to the upper. I went ahead and did remove the shank so I could get some glue under it, just to make sure that that's not going to develop a squeak in the future. And then I put a new leather midsole on here. This is J&FJ Baker leather. And then the same outsoles that were on the original, and same top lifts. Those are new heel stacks. Didn't do the best job on the finishing there, but anyway, yeah. Then clean the upper with saddle soap, Red Wing leather cream, their Neat's Foot oil blend on the main uppers. I don't know why I do this, but I like to put Venetian leather balm on the heel counter cover, just because it takes a shine, sorta. And yeah. So that's the finished product, and I guess I'm going to try to capture how I did it on this one, and I've got to hope and pray that I can make them turn out just the same. So yeah, well, anyway, that's going to be the project for this video. Let's see how it turns out. "10-inch tire spoon seems to make for a great heel pry." None of those clenched. Maybe they're not supposed to. Well, so far so good. Okay. Actually need this, so we'll keep that. So this is our insole. This is our insole. Here's our leather shank. That slot right there is the holds fast channel, basically, for the hand sewn stitch down deal. This, around the outside of all these holes in it, is your upper that's been flanged out for the stitch down. I'm going to go ahead and pull this shank and get some glue under it. So that was there. And this one was here. So if you see how shiny, hopefully I'm catching that in the reflection of some kind of lighting, how shiny this is, and that, my fear is if any kind of flexing goes on and this rubs against that, that we could get a squeak in this area. And so that's why I'm taking it down to here, so I can get some glue under here at the very least. I use CDC for everything. And then all this is kind of, I mean, it seems like the glue is long since kind of lost the bond around this area. So what I'll do is rough all these areas up with a wire wheel. Seems to do a pretty good job. I don't know. Give it some tooth for the glue to bite down into, I guess. go ahead and put this squeak pad back on, the original one. I think it'll be fine.
I'm not going to show that. I'm going to cut away all the excess.